In this last video, I'm going to show you how to create a report. So a report allows us to display data in a more easy to read way, okay, than displaying a table like this. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create the report. So again, we're creating something, so we go into the create menu. We're going to come across to report wizard, okay, which is over here. Be careful, because when you drop this list down, it also includes your searches. You just want your table for now, and we're going to move all of the fields across into the report. Okay, I'm going to click next. I'm going to click next again because I don't want to apply any grouping levels. I want to sort. I am going to do a sort here. I'm going to sort my students into alphabetical order of surname. So click next. Make sure it's in landscape, otherwise you won't fit everything on. And I'm going to keep it as tabular. Click next. And then I'm going to click finish. Okay, so you can see that I don't have enough room to display everything on the form. So on the report, sorry. So I'm going to show you how to format the report to enable you to give more space to be able to bring things across. So let's have a look at how we're going to do that. So we're going to go on to, there's three different views in the report options. So if I right click on here, we've got report view, okay, which is that one. We've got print preview, which is the one we just had on. We've got design view, which you've seen before. That looks a little bit complicated at the moment. And then we've got layout view. So layout view allows us to change the way that the form or the report is laid out. So I'm going to start making changes to this. So the idea is to give myself, start making changes from this side to give myself room to move stuff back. So I'm going to resize some of these boxes. So that's now giving me a bit of room here. I can also, when I got these long field headings, if I make this little bit narrower and I make it bigger that way, you can see it wraps the text. Okay, so we can do that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to move this across here, and then if I select my first field there and I go to the format, okay, I should be able to center my text in there. Okay, I'm going to go back onto the arrange menu, or page setup menu, sorry, and I'm going to select my column. I'm going to hold in the control key on the keyboard, and I'm going to select my numbers. Now I've got both of those selected. If I use the arrow keys on the keyboard, I can move my fields back to start giving myself more room. So what I would like you to do is to pause the video, and I want you to resume it when you have all of your fields centered and having them aligned so as we can fit everything nice and clearly on the page. And just by the way, this hash thing here, that's not an error. That just means that this there's not enough room to display the date. Okay, so if I make this bigger, you can see that the dates appear. Okay, so I want you to pause the video now. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do, okay, is to do some work with the heading. So what I should really have on here is a heading that explains what this report is showing. So the first thing I'm going to do is to move this across into the center of my screen. Okay, so I've just used the mouse to drag that, and I'm going to apply a sensible heading here. So this report is showing all of the class details. So details of all students in the class. Okay, so let's do a bit of work on that. So we're going to bring that roughly into the middle. Now I can come on to the format menu at the top. I can change the font color of that. So let's change that to that color. We'll make it bold. Okay, we can make it italics, and I can change the color of the header that goes across the top. So I'll change that to like a green, and there we go. So we've got formatting of the report. I'm also going to remove this and that from my report. So now I can explain how I have formatted my report by changing the width of columns, wrapping text, using cursor keys to move fields, using the control key to select multiple items, changing font color, changing font size, changing bold and italics, and changing colors of objects. So that is the end of the tutorials for our database project.